Do you know something? You gotta stop promising people when you really can't come through. We're gonna be talking about that coming up. Hey, how's it going? My name is Isaac, and this is Motivation Inspired. If you're here for the first time, I'm glad you're here. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. Go ahead and click on that so you can have up-to-date videos as I post all the time. Now, in today's video, we're going to be going into it in just a second here. I want you to know that when you make promises, they have to be fulfilled. So in this video, we're going to be going through a two-part series. That's right, it's just going to be a short video, so you want to go ahead and subscribe. That way you can get on the second video. Check this video out. I have 4 tips that's going to help you to promise or not to promise. So let's dive into this right now and let's get down to business, right? Starting with number 1. What is your motive behind your promise? That's right. To me, when I make a promise, I'll give it a definition. That's making sure, assurance. It's an assurance that you're telling people that you will do certain things. Now, I know people say that very light. And there's some people that really take that to heart, right? So when you promise somebody something, you expect that they will come through. I know me, myself, if somebody promise, it just depends. Either I hold my breath or it doesn't happen. That's where we come into play, where promise or not to promise. So the first thing you need to understand is behind the motive. What is your promise? Why are you promising someone that you will accomplish, and you're given that assurance that it's going to get done? Why do we put ourselves in a position to actually have issues when it comes to that? So when you make a promise, find out the motive behind the promise. Why are you doing it? Ask you that question. Now that we know the motive behind and we're ready to promise somebody, what do we need to do? Be realistic about your promises. Figure out what's real behind the promise. Have checks and balances in the promises. Yes, for I can do this, or no, I can't do that. Well, then you can't promise. So it's rather you not open your mouth and say something that you can't accomplish, because it's something that you yourself can't fulfill. So be realistic. Start focusing on doing what's realistic behind the motive. Okay? So having a motive, now you're being realistic about the whole thing. You got to stop and think. Did you know that making these promises are so critical? Why? I'm going to tell you why. I've experienced this many, many, many times in a lot of different examples, which I don't have time to share. But I'm going to share something with you that's going to help you understand the motive, being realistic, and really don't say nothing unless you can actually fulfill your promise. I'm a very stickler because I've experienced me saying, I promise I'll do this, I promise I'll do that. Guess what? That's when you have trust issues, right? And when we have these trust issues, that person can't trust you for anything. Why? Because you say you're going to do something and you can't fulfill it. You're not being realistic. You don't have a motive behind what you're going to accomplish. There are a lot of people out there, they're saying, I don't know about this guy. He always promised me doing this, or this gal, or, they always say, I promise I'll do this. And guess what? It doesn't get fulfilled. So it becomes a problem. So make sure that you are behind the motive of what you're going to accomplish.
And there you have it, part 1. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, you want to be able to follow me, go ahead and do that now. I want to tell people, when they make a promise, they have to fulfill it. So maybe somebody you know that wants to hear this, go ahead and share it, like, and tell people about this video. We'll see you on the next